officially kicked off. Congratulations to Dolphins fans everywhere on securing their third win of the season. There's a great slate of games coming to us on Sunday. What we like to do to get through as many as we can, Nick Mangold, is play a little round of Mad Minute. 60 seconds on the clock for the three of you to spit out the thing you're most excited about or intrigued by or looking at or questioning in a given matchup. All right, we're going to start with the Saints. They are going to go to Nashville. They're going to take on the Titans, who, of course, are tops in the AFC. What has you excited? Eeny, meeny, miny, Peter.
Yeah, the Titans, we were like, what's going to happen without Derrick Henry? And something happened. Their defense showed that they're really, really good, and they're going to travel and play well, and they're going to be really good at home, too. This defense is as amongst one of the best in the league right now, and it starts up front with Jeffrey Simmons and Harold Landry and Danico Autry. But Kevin Byard's been a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. I look at that Saints offense. It's not your A guys. It's not your big guns. It's going to be a lot to do. And against a really good Titans defense, I just took 35 seconds. I'm sorry, guys.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. I think this Saints defense led by Demario Davis is going to be a factor in this game. They're going to crush the Titans. Done.
What? Wow. Look, Peter, when you get a topic as saucy as Titans defense, you take your time, okay? I wanted Odell to go to the Titans. I'm disappointed. I think he went to a place that was fun and popular, and he's not really needed. I think he would be needed in the Titans because they are reforging this thing overnight. You know who I want to look at this weekend? Julio Jones. It's time to superstar. It's time to raise your game. It's time to be Julio. They did not get Odell. If you're going to pass through this thing with the Derrick Henry injury, we need Julio Jones to be Julio Jones. It starts this week.
We got to get Kyle those brightest star sunglasses for Julio. I love it. The Titans looking to go 7-0, undefeated this season against teams that made the playoffs back in 2020. So they've played some monsters. Yeah. All right, it's an AFC East divisional showdown. We've got the Bills and the Jets. They're playing in East Rutherford. What are we looking for? Oh, your old stomping ground.
Oh, the old stomping grounds. I'm looking for the tailgates. Okay. Big one. All right. I want the weather to be good. I want to be out there having a good time. And I want to see, is Mike White the real deal?
Right?
Okay. I don't know.
We're getting a return of Magic Mike in this game. That's very exciting. And that's very scary maybe for Buffalo. The dirty little secret about this game is that the Bills have won it, of course, recently because the Jets have been struggling. But the Bills always struggle against the Jets. Like, the Jets play them tough. They play them scrappy. I'm talking about the last 4 times. And the Bills are coming off the worst performance of the McDermott, Josh Allen era. I actually think this is a very scary game for the Bills. Get up early.
It's funny because you say that, and I think of last week where it was like, all right, they play the Jaguars and the Jets. And it's like, all right, good. Coming off the bye, Jaguars and Jets, Bills will be on their way. They got their butts kicked.
They lost 9-6.
9-6, and they got beat up doing it. Jets are the same type of deal where it's like, okay, Jets are coming off a Thursday night game where they've had 10 days to prepare. This is their Super Bowl. They're playing this Super Bowl contender in their building. And I think Nick Mangold might be at the tailgate. Is that true?
Yeah.
Or is he just throwing it out there?
No, of course.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
Will he really?
Of course.
You're going to be smoking? Meat, I mean.
No, I'm just going to be traveling around.
Oh, okay, cool.
Say hi.
What does it mean, just like taking like a Tostito with a chip and moving on to the next one? You're just,
pretty much.
That's my vibe. Okay, I might join you out there, Mangold. The Bills have had the weakest schedule in the league this season, guys. The opponent's winning percentage is .377, and that's before this game against the Jets. So we'll see. Bills need to show us something. Washington hosting the Bucks in a rematch of last year's wild card game. What are you looking for? Kyle's looking at his notes like, ah!
Yeah, no, you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for Heineke versus Brady. Here we go. Let's run it back.
Part 2.
Hell of a game. Part 2, the sequel, part 2. Hot shots. Time for the Bucks to hit the stride. Let's go. Last year, they hit the bye, did not lose a game again until the water parade. They had the bye last week. Everybody's winning on about the Rams right now. Tampa Bay needs to come in and go, hold on, we're the champs. You can get whatever 5th receiver you want. We are the Buccaneers. I want to show this weekend from Tampa off the bye.
Yeah, the thing that's weird about this game is that it's not the same Washington defense. Like, something's wrong. There's a great disconnect. Whether it be Jack Del Rio's not connecting with these players, whether Chase Young is taking a step back, whatever it is, they've got the worst pass defense in the entire NFL. I would look at the Buccaneers and I would look at Tom Brady to light it up and do his thing. And I don't think this game's going to be as close as it was in that playoff game.
I'm looking at both these teams coming off a bye. Right now, 6-6, all teams coming off a bye. So right 50-50. Who's going to step up? It's going to be the Buccaneers. But are they going to be able to carry that through for the rest of the season?
It's a good question. Tom Brady 1-2 in his career against Ron Rivera coached teams. We'll talk about a former Ron Rivera coached team, and the Panthers, of course, adding a quarterback to their roster. We've got more news and headlines. We'll check in with Will Selva. But how about the Falcons? They're going down to Dallas to face off against the Cowboys. Peter, what are you looking at?
There's this guy, Matt Ryan.
No, you can talk about him.
Did you know?
Did you know? I also think Randy Gregory not being there for the Cowboys is a major piece of news, and it's kind of being buried with all the Cam Newton and the Odell Beckham stuff. Like, Gregory's a really good pass rusher, and it was him, and it was DeMarcus Lawrence, and it was Micah Parsons. Well, Lawrence and Gregory aren't there anymore, so they might be losing a big part of their pass rush. And I don't know if the Cowboys' defense is going to be the same as it was the first few weeks.
I'm looking at Dak and Zeke, right? You need Zeke and both of them going. He had that bruised knee, didn't play as much last week. Is he going to get the ball rolling? Is he toting the rock, get that offense going? That's how they win the game.
I'm looking at the Cowboys' record, and it says 6-2. That is a great record. So why do I feel like they're fighting for their lives? It's a really strange... Why do I feel like there's an air of desperation on a 6-2 first-place team? Because there is. Because all of the things that come home to roost that you're concerned about, McCarthy, and you're concerned that maybe they were a little overhyped, and you're concerned about the scrappy Atlanta team. I feel like if Dallas loses this game, it's the sky is falling. Like, I think this is actually a massive game for Dallas, even at 6-2.
Well, he thinks Falcons will win.
I know. Peter called a shot earlier. Shall I say it again?
I think the Falcons will beat them this weekend.
Yeah.
I think Matt Ryan knows Dan Quinn's defense, and a lot of reason for concern the way they came out last week against Denver. That was a flat game, and that's alarming to me.
This will be a fun game because these Falcons games are very close games. The Falcons have played 6 straight one-possession games. They're 4-2 over that stretch, so they'll keep it close with those Cowboys probably until the end. We've got much more to get to. Cam to the Panthers, Odell to the Rams. Highlights from last night. What do we think of the Ravens in a messy, kind of fun, really fun, topsy-turvy AFC? But we'll get to this guy. Oh, man.
I like this.
He's back. It's pretty cool.
I like that guy, too.
And then this guy.
And then he's back reunited with the bridge.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Noam married the inside work with the outside work. It's not about losing the weight, it's about losing the weight. And when you begin to work on that weight, the physical stuff falls off.
Sign up for Noom and lose the weight for good.
Sarah, you said you were buying a car today.
Dad, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, I stayed up and crunched all the numbers.
I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. I found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly.
Oh, online, honey, now that can affect your credit score.
It didn't, Dad. Then I got my real rate and monthly payment. Now I just need to head to the dealership for a test drive and purchase.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since we're both up, who wants French toast? What's in your wallet?
Another crown?
Let's have a water this round, please.
You got it. Here's your water.
Thank you.
Stay hydrated and stay royal. Take a water break and moderate your drinking on game day.
Suits in the workplace? Yeah, they're canceled. That's why I'm going with Cuts. Looks good, fits great.
A heart attack? Do they have life insurance?
No.
But we have life insurance. John.
I'm trying to find something we can afford.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, SelectQuote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month. And his wife Anne a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs
at a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Remember when you used to get stickers for doing something good? This one smells like strawberries. What if you got Bitcoin? With Upgrade Card, you can. You can get 1.5% back in Bitcoin on payments. Plus, you're building healthy credit habits because Upgrade rolls all your monthly purchases into one easy installment loan. That helps you pay your balance down faster and get rewarded for it. Now that smells like money. Get started at upgrade.com.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Sunday at 9, we're celebrating Salute to Service with our troops live in studio.
We thank you for your service.
Plus, we'll discuss how the Cowboys can get back on track.
Each win is crucial right now.
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9 on NFL Network.
On the next NFL 360, how the memory of his sister is driving Solomon Thomas to tackle a profound mental health crisis.
It's not something you can just fight through. It's okay to get help.
NFL 360, Tuesday at 8 on NFL Network.
Hey, baby. Hey. Hammer time on a Friday. DraftKings Sportsbook. This is Matthew Hamilton. We call him the Hammer. That's why it's Hammer time. He is a day one producer. How are you feeling today, Hammer?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm feeling great. You're looking good in your LL Bean chic there. This guy knows everything about football. He infuses all his knowledge, all his energy into the show, every segment, every day, for 5 years. And he wants to give you his thoughts on some, let's call them the tastiest plays that the DraftKings have to offer. Hammer, halfway mark of the season. Do you have something good for us? Maybe some awards thing, some coaching?
Of course. In addition to this $14.99 shirt from
Marshalls. Hey, Marshall. Man, $14.99.
Oh, yeah, Marshalls. Yeah.
Highway robbery.
I'm going to take a look at what Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury has done and why his performance last week against the Niners should give him a leg up on the other Coach of the Year candidates at this stage.
Okay.
If you were watching Packers-Chiefs or Chargers-Eagles, like most of the country in that 4 p.m. window, you might have missed this remarkable coaching job. Without Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Green, and Chase Edmonds, the Cardinals' Colt McCoy-led offense racked up 31 points, averaged over 10 yards per pass attempt, finished top 5 in pretty much every category, and demolished the 49ers to move Arizona to 8-1. Now let's look at how Cliff's brilliant play calling ensured that his team didn't miss a beat without its stars.
What did he do?
So you're going to see here, you got James Conner in the backfield. They're going to motion out to an empty set. And I just want to show you how it affects the defense and how Cliff was able to defeat the Niners on this play before the ball was even snapped. Corner K'Wan Williams has to move out over Conner at number 2. That leaves Fred Warner responsible for number 3. And what that creates is Zach Ertz in a one-on-one matchup with a linebacker with all this empty space in the middle of the field. And there's no linebacker that's going to be able to cover Zach Ertz one-on-one, given all that space. Colt McCoy gets the ball out of his hands quickly. He spots it right away. And that's just a free 17 yards because of the motion and the play design. And then here, you're going to see so many levels of misdirection. The Niners are set to bring a blitz with Fred Warner and K'Wan Williams. The Cardinals motion Zach Ertz across, so you'll see them communicating. They're calling off the blitz. They're actually flipping it to this side. So now these two guys are going to come.
Okay.
The Cardinals are going to throw another layer of misdirection at this. They're pulling an offensive lineman and Zach Ertz across this side, which leaves Fred Warner. Fred Warner has to freeze. He has to pay attention to this. And then they're going to slip James Conner out on a screen back on the other side.
That's great.
So 3 layers of misdirection there. And then look at all that green grass. Fred Warner's caught inside because he had to pay attention to what was going on in the backfield. Conner doesn't even need the jump cut to the left to find the open field. He's gone. There's no one back on the other side either because of that blitz. So just perfect play call in the perfect situation. And then here, you want to talk about layers of misdirection. Okay. We get the play fake to James Conner. Next, we're going to get the fake bubble to the outside.
With a backup quarterback.
Yes, but that's not all.
Oh,
we got the reverse now to Christian Kirk.
And what does Kirk do?
And then I want to show you what Kirk does. He tucks the ball away, so everybody's thinking reverse. But no, he's going to pull up and launch this thing downfield to Wesley. Throws an absolute laser to get them inside the 1. They'd punch it in the next play. And that's the thing. For them to be able to do this without any of their stars, now hopefully Kyler and DeAndre can make their way back this weekend. That still remains to be seen. But even if they can't, he's shown he can get the job done with whatever he has on the field. And our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook agree with me. They have Cliff as the favorite to take home the hardware, plus 450. It's still anyone's race, but with the Cardinals sitting at 8-1, and Kingsbury's ability to keep this offense looking so electric, regardless of who's out there, he definitely stands out to me. What do you guys think about what we've seen from Cliff so far?
You know, something that's so cool is that they're going into opponents' buildings and not only beating them, but smashing them. They're 5-0 on the road, winning by an average of 12 points per game. And that's one thing if it's the Patriots with Belichick. Like, it's the Arizona Cardinals that no one in August saw as like the toughest team in football. They go into your building and they smash you. It's something special.
Cliff missed a game.
Yeah.
How much adversity this team has faced. Like other teams want to talk about the fact that they keep winning. Yeah, he's got to be up there as far as noms for the Coach of the Year. I mean, it shouldn't take away from him that wasn't on the field. It doesn't hurt his case, does it? That he wasn't there and they won?
I don't think so. He had them so well prepared. He had such a good plan in place that it was a seamless transition. I think that only speaks to how well prepared this team is week to week.
Yeah, I love it. The trickeration that he pulls out, I think, is fantastic, and it puts his guys in a position to succeed. And that's what you want out of a coach. You want a coach that gets your guys in a position to succeed and excel and show your talent.
There's, you know, everybody's got misdirections. There's so many nuances that you just showed. Like, even the little thing where Christian Kirk tucks the ball for a few steps, and then that's from practice, and that's from coaching. Like, if you don't do that, I don't think the play works. And I think that's the coaching.
Yeah, no, if he comes out and he's showing right away that it's a pass, that you don't suck up the defenders that way. Yeah, it's all those little nuances, all the little motions, little things that you may not notice during the game that just give his players an advantage. It's awesome to watch. It really is.
You've got some nuances yourself, Matthew Hamilton. Great segment. And meanwhile, DraftKings, of course, is partnering with veteran organizations to help give back in the month of November. What you do is download any of the apps today. You play in the DraftKings free Veterans Day pool, where your entry will help support a donation to the Pat Tillman Foundation to provide scholarships for active and former military members and spouses. Visit DraftKings.com/veterans to learn more.
Got much more Good Morning Football highlights from last night. Tom Brady, fresh off a bye, and Chase Young and the Washington football team upset the Bucs. Brady has a tough time against this defense, this once vaunted great defense. We'll see. We'll have the latest on that matchup straight ahead. Don't go anywhere.
Nice.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1? Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
It's not 1,000 lights twinkling that makes their holidays special. It's you and 20 volts whirring, 10 dishes warming, 8 guests arriving, or 1 gift card gifting. Make the holidays yours with Black Friday prices now through December at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
That's really cool.
Wow. This is awesome. What we got here is the Weekender box.
It's a cocktail aging kit. I think that's really, really cool.
Drop point blade with 256 layers of forged steel. That's nuts.
I just love that every time we open the box from Bespoke, we're most likely getting something from small brands.
Bespoke Post sends you awesome boxes every month, and I love it.
Head to BespokePost.com and get a free gift with your first box when you enter code FREE.
Observe the domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, what could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger, the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
This is the story of a family.
I'm Leslie Ojeda, and I serve in the Army Reserves.
This is the story of a hero.
In 2004, my husband, Specialist Ramon Ojeda, was killed in combat.
This is the story of a legacy.
Our son Angel was just a baby.
Now I finished my 4th year of Army JROTC.
And I work with TAPS to mentor military families through grief.
The NFL is proud to partner with organizations
that support our military and veteran communities.
Introducing the all-new one-wheel GT and Pint X. GT, built with more power to crush new terrain. Pint X, twice the range to take on the city. 2 new boards to make everywhere epic. Get riding today at onewheel.com.
With the Game Time app, I got the superstar moment for 60% less than this guy. That's a lot less. Game Time finds you last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price.
You might say a great deal just fell into your lap.
Don't say that. Download Game Time now.
Hey, drinks tonight?
Drizzly?
So many options.
It's like the world's largest liquor store.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
Beer, wine, and spirits delivered in under 60 minutes. Get $5 off with promo code DRIZ.
We're all here for football.
Best in the league right now.
Your team.
We got the whole city behind us.
Our team.
This is such an exciting time for a fan.
Every team.
Wait till you see this.
What a magnificent ending.
NFL Network. We're here for football.
Get your game day started Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern with NFL Game Day Morning.
This team sees everything right. It has to be a Super Bowl.
After Michael Irvin put the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, they promptly went out and got crushed by Denver at home. With Atlanta coming to town, is there now doubt in Dallas? And they weren't the only team to suffer a shocking loss last week. We'll tell you which teams should be on upset alert this week. Plus, in the latest installment of NFL Generations, Mike Evans and Andre Johnson discuss why it's fun to be a big receiver.
Well, I knew that dude didn't have a chance to catch that ball.
And Kay Adams has some questions for Falcon Swiss Army knife Cordero Patterson in this week's Q&K. All that and much more on NFL Game Day Morning, Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Love it. Can't wait for that. Will Selva's on the West Coast with the news this morning. We've got lots to get to, lots of highlights. Andre Rison on the program. Excited about that.
Yeah, and also, Kay and guys, that I had a connection at Luger's, and they told me that Jared and Trent, that they were on a yacht in Saint-Tropez, but that they are going to be making an appearance this morning. That's just what my source at Luger's had said. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, you know, just saying.
Interesting.
So, Saint-Tropez, that's how they roll.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
No doubt.
Yeah, so
I don't really like those guys. So.
I don't know.
It just made sense why you two were. You're wearing a dress shirt. I get it now. I'm like, that's interesting.
Dressing it up in honor of the Miami Dolphins.
Totally.
Yeah, that's very interesting. All right, so let's get to some news here, and I guess, yeah, exactly, Andre Rison, Bad Moon Rison. I guess you can come home again. Cam Newton returned to the place he called home for 9 seasons, and NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport is reporting it is a 1-year deal worth $10 million for Cam Newton. Now, Panthers head coach Matt Rule talked about cutting Cam and then reuniting with Cam.
You know, we made a football decision at the time based on his health. You know, you can't really speak a lot when this happened, but we weren't sure what his health was, and we had to make kind of a decision at the time. And Cam understands that. I mean, he understands that these are football decisions and football-based, you know, evaluations that you have to make. You know, at the time we weren't sure if he's healthy. Well, he's healthy now, and you see that he's healthy now. And as he said to me, you know, probably just not playing yet this season. He's as healthy as he possibly could be.
And Dolphins tackle Robert Hunt with the most exciting play that didn't count last night, making the catch and run, putting on the moves and diving for the end zone. But all for naught, he wasn't an eligible receiver. Troy Aikman calling it the greatest thing he's ever seen, even though it was a penalty. Hunt spoke after the game about the ill-fated catch.
I wasn't trying to, actually. I just saw it, and it was 3rd down. I was like, all right, let's try to, it was a big game, I wanted to win. I just saw the ball. And I don't know. I just blanked out, man. I just caught the ball and tried to run with it.
Tom Pelissero called it the greatest penalty in NFL history. Do you have something to tell him in response?
It was a penalty, so I'll hear about it tomorrow probably.
Or this morning here on Good Morning Football, the man has been an offensive lineman his entire life, has not played one of the other playmaking positions like running back or wide receiver. So the big man, he wanted the ball, Nick. He ended up getting it, made a highlight reel, and really a Hall of Fame moment for us here on Good Morning Football.
What was your take on that play, Nick? What happened? Take me into the layman's head.
I don't know what was going through. He had to just black out because we all know as offensive linemen, you're not allowed to touch the ball, and you get away from it as fast as possible when it's in the air. So I assume he just blacked out and said, you know what, I got to make a play.
Screw it.
Yeah.
Nick, we've loved having you here yesterday and today. Before you, LaShawn McCoy was in that seat, and he kept talking about Brady in this way that has me really interested in seeing what he looks like coming off a bye. He was so convinced, wasn't he, guys, about Brady off a bye. They're just going to do what they did when they won a championship, and, of course, won one for LaShawn McCoy. Well, they are coming off their bye. They're heading into a 2020 wildcard round rematch against the Washington football team. With more on this matchup, here's Sarah Walsh.
Kay, if you thought Tom Brady spent his bye week with his feet up, sipping umbrella drinks under the palm trees here in Florida, think again. When asked how he spent his off week, he said we're football players. It's football season. Most of the time, you think about football. And he said he spent a lot of time studying, clearly for Washington. He gave us this perspective. He said communication can be better because where he comes from, he spent 10 years with certain players. And here the reality is he's only had a year and a half with these Buccaneers. So he said meetings, walkthroughs, practices, they're all incredibly important, especially when you consider some of the injury issues the Bucs are still dealing with. They are not expected to have Antonio Brown or Gronk back on Sunday. And then the biggest question mark, Chris Godwin, one of his top receivers, has missed the last 2 days of practice. The good news for Brady and the Buccaneers, they'll be facing a Washington defense that ranks dead last against the pass, Kay.
Thank you so much, Sarah. LaShawn was talking about how he expects Brady and the Bucs, of course, to turn it up in the second half of the season. They're coming off a bye week. Do we believe that that intensity elevates somehow? I mean, relax, Tom. Like
Chill
he's
out.
studying? What are you doing?
No, zero chill.
Last year, they were coming off a loss to the Chiefs, and it was like we're going to the bye week, and they were not a great team. They were one of the teams. They beat the Vikings, and they rattled off that huge win over the Lions, and they just never lost again. That's the blueprint, and that's what LaShawn McCoy told us. That's the expectation right now. Can't lose this one against Washington. Can't be asleep at the wheel. The NFC's too good. They need to win this. Last time we saw them, they didn't look great against the Saints.
Yeah, see, the nice part about having the bye, and, Brady is a football guy, and so he's going to be studying, he's going to be in there, but he doesn't have to get beat up during that week. So it's not full practices and everything. He's able to relax while he's doing the studying. I think that's why he's so good coming out of the bye.
Is that right? He knows how to take care of himself, obviously. He's 44 years old. Everything this morning for me filters down to the LA Rams. And obviously that's really important in terms of the Bucs. The Rams just added Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr., and I still think the Bucs have a better roster. I still think they have more dependable stars. I think they have a quarterback who's won 7 Super Bowls, and the Rams have one who's never won a playoff game. I still think it is the Bucs, and I think they're going to come running right now. The Rams get the attention and the neon. I think the Bucs are the
Do you think stuff like that motivates, Tom, though? Because you have to think the reason they were so motivated going into the bye last year is because they weren't very good. And then they got really good. Now they are really good. So I would imagine an Odell to Rams Super Bowl contender conversation. Also the fact that so many teams are getting blown out, upsets, that sort of gets him working on a team that he can't overlook.
I like the
like that before. Harris now appears to be burping the baby. That's a great moment right there. Ref going to the rule book here. Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me? It's going to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Since retirement, I've been trying a lot of new things. With Frank's Red Hot, it's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Like me. And it's great on all the recipes I've mastered. I put that on everything.
Coach Darren Fast Boating here with NFL Play 60 Totally Terrific Indoor Recess Fitness Challenge on Go Noodle. We're here to help you get physically active for at least 60 minutes a day. Check out GoNoodle.com/NFL Play 60 and get moving.
Do you owe money to the IRS? Listen to how Optima Tax Relief helped these people put their tax debt to rest.
I was in a state of despair because I talked to the IRS. They said, you owe quite a bit of money. They told me the possibilities of garnishing my wages, taking my house, taking my car. I didn't know if I was going to make it. Optima Tax negotiated everything. I did not have to worry about talking to the IRS. They talked to the IRS. Optima Tax saved my life because I didn't think that I could ever catch my breath.
Wouldn't you also like to put your tax problems behind you? Optima has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results. But don't wait until it's too late. Call Optima now for your free consultation.
For your free consultation, call 800-398-9622. That's 800-398-9622.
Optima Tax Relief. You never know who you will meet at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It could be the New York Giants. It could be the Ohio State Buckeyes. It is one of the many reasons why the Hall is the ultimate destination for fans and families. Come and see why the Hall was named the best attraction for sports fans. And who knows, you may run into a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Open for inspiration every day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Rookie of the Year candidate Mac Jones leads the Patriots. What a throw to battle Matty Ice and the Falcons. Touchdown! Patriots, Falcons, Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video.
With NFL Game Pass, you can see every snap from every game.
Here he goes!
And watch your team on your time.
Najee, touchdown!
Get football on your terms with NFL Game Pass. Now for just $9.99 a month.
What a Friday. Two NFL superstars on new teams, rock stars too. Odell Beckham Jr. to the Rams. Embarrassment of riches. Cam Newton making a return, a throwback to his Panther days. We love it. We are breaking it down all morning long. Week 10 is here. Let's go. Welcome to Good Morning Football. We're presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky as we sit here live at our breakfast table in New York City. It is a gross day in New York City. We've got Peter Schrager and Kyle Brandt, who will be headed outside in a little bit. Are you excited about this?
Yeah, I'm only going outside to handle security.
Okay, I know.
The building security says there's just two imbeciles who wander over from Wall Street,
come up.
Jared and Trent. Peter and I are going to go down and say, guys, get out of here. We got a show to do.
They heard Nick Mangold's up here. They're trying to get up here and be friends with him and get him to buy crypto.
pride in that, and just keep going.
It's so well said. We love having you here on the show, Bobby. Let's get back to Hard Knocks. I'm really stoked about this. It's never happened before. We never get to look in season. So give me like the sneaky star that's going to emerge, because there's always somebody that nobody expects, is hilarious, or does something or says something. Who would be your bet for who would be the sneaky star of Hard Knocks premiering November 17th?
I got to go with my dog ZP, Zach Pascal. He's got a lot of energy, a great personality. And I think that'll probably shine on TV.
I love that. I'm glad you didn't go with a favorite like Darius Leonard. You know, you guys are one of the strongest linebacker and defensive end groups in the NFL. At the core is the man himself, the Maniac. What have you learned from him during your time there with Indy?
Yeah. Just how every day you got to play this game with intensity and passion and energy. You know, we call him our fearless leader, and that's for a reason. Every day in practice, he's juiced up. In games, his energy is unmatched, and, you know, he backs up his talk, and there's a lot of it for sure, but the guy's got, 9 takeaways in 9 games, and, you know, I think he should be in the running for best defensive player this year.
I love it. You had your best performance last week. I expect it to be much better after this visit on Good Morning Football. It's sort of what happens. Players come on our show, they get the Gmfb bump, and they ball out, and I hope you do that against the Jags.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate the bump.
Thank you. Yeah, Bobby Okereke, enjoy your coffee. We will talk to you down the line. And good luck against those Jaguars. The Colts facing Jacksonville on Sunday. The Rams going all in on a Super Bowl run. A lot of pressure. Does Beckham raise their stock, though? Peter and Kyle breaking it down with Wall Streeters. Don't change the channel.
Sunday at 9, we're celebrating Salute to Service with our troops live in studio. We thank you for your service. Plus, we'll discuss how the Cowboys can get back on track.
Each win is crucial right now.
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9 on NFL Network.
Rookie of the Year candidate Mac Jones leads the Patriots. What a throw to battle Matty Ice and the Falcons. Touchdown! Patriots, Falcons, Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video.
Kyler, what are you doing?
Kyler's getting an edge on his passing game with these VR training goggles.
First down.
Go deep.
Touchdown.
Just like Kyler Murray gets an edge on his game, you can get an edge on refinancing with low rates from the experts at Rocket Mortgage.
I'll get a bro.
When you need a competitive edge in the housing game, Rocket can.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour, walk a mile in my shoes, walk a mile in my shoes.
Hey, Google.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fight Camp. Let's go. 1, 4, 3. Beautiful. Keep it up. Finish strong. Last one. Woo! Nice job. You crushed that workout.
Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili Wings.
Get them while you can.
Right. Spicy, sweet, chips, always. Cheers, Omia. Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all time, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, we have what you want. The winners for Week 10 and the scores for Week 10. That includes every upset and every winning fantasy play. Plus, why the other Josh Allen plays in Buffalo. That's tonight, 7 Eastern.
Hey, here we are. Woo! It's Jared. That's my boy Trent. It's pouring rain out on Wall Street today. Pouring rain. But it's also pouring rain on the actual street. Yeah! Best week in years for the Wall Street world. Stocks are on fire, and so is the NFL. You know what? Usually I have an umbrella holder, okay? My friend Justin, come out here. Take this out of here. That's class. I want the umbrella. I want to feel the rain. Can you feel the rain, Trent?
Me and the J-Man making it rain like usual. Like we're at the Rhino.
We're at the Rhino. I'm going to start off in Nash Vegas.
Oh! Do you want to be rich, New York, or do you want to be a loser?
Let's start with the Titans. And here's what I like about the Titans. I've been to Nashville. I've been to Nashville on multiple bachelor parties. They throw us on buses through town, and everyone looks at you like you're a fish in the aquarium. Like, yeah. And you start screaming. That's how I feel about the Titans. I want to scream from a bus with 10 of my friends. Okay? And here's the thing. I love this Adrian Peterson. Okay? Derrick Henry. One king goes down, they bring another king right up. But here's what it is about Adrian Peterson. This guy, Trent, talk about him. This guy, he's been through, I don't know, the 1987 Black Monday crash.
Oh, yeah.
He's been through the Great Depression. This guy, Peterson, is so old, he was alive for the first pandemic. He beat the Spanish flu. Hey, I love this guy.
He's got jokes to J-Man.
Peterson's done. I like this team. I like the coach. I like the city. I like the energy. And Trent, more than anything, I like you. What do you got in the Titans?
I feel like Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly drove a Bugatti. Let me tell you something about Trent. I'm the kind of badass who shadow boxes between sets at the gym. I'm a big bidet guy. I take an IG pic of whatever island I'm on, and I write the caption, View for the Week. And if you want me to advise my clients to invest in the Titans, what is a Titan? What is that word? I guess it's like alimony demands. You have my attention after 3 letters. Yeah, and yet, I'm in. Do you buy the Titans, New York? Their best player is named Bayard. It's right there, tough guy. Oh, yeah. I see this team with a few old guys intermixing with the young talent. It's like Jared and me during intern week. Woo! And Ryan Tannehill used to be a wide receiver. New York, I always respect a partner who's willing to switch positions. And the Titans switched their entire offensive philosophy. Now they're a passing team. And speaking of switches, Adrian Peterson, he's 15 years older than my preference on Tinder. Oh, yeah, you got to make bold decisions in New York. Like when I charged him out at my kid's T-ball game. Had to be done. The kid was eyeballing me. The only thing I don't like is Mike Vrabel's in favor of the taunting crackdown. Snowflake. I love taunting. Taunting is hot. I pay a young lady at a dungeon in Hell's Kitchen 10 grand a week to taunt me with candle wax. But I don't care. I'm in. Woo!
All right, big news last night in the NFL. Odell Beckham is going to Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something about Odell. We know each other. We got a lot of things in common. Odell once went on a boat in New York. Let me tell you something. Every single night in the summer in the Hamptons, I'm on a boat in New York.
That's my man.
Let me tell you something. Odell is my guy. Me and Odell, we're going to go out in L.A. We're going to go to Craig's. We're going to see the Kardashians.
You going to Craig's?
We're going to see all the TikTok.
You're going to see Disick?
I'm going to see Disick.
That's my guy.
I'm with Odell, and I'll tell you something. I'm with this Rams team. Here's what I like about it. There's never enough. There's
never enough. Get rich.
There's never enough.
There's always a bigger yacht.
It's always about
right, New York.
Next. So give me Stafford. Woo! Give me Von Miller. Give me Odell Beckham. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. It's all about greed. And baby, if you know one thing, greed is good.
Woo! The words of Gordon Gekko from my man. Can I speak to my client?
Please.
Can I speak to my client for 1 hot minute? Understand something about the T-Man. I am a very wealthy man. My panic room has a butler. My helicopter has a hot tub. I am personal friends with multiple members of Papa Roach, and I am all in on Odell in L.A. Now, listen, granted, maybe I made a few bad Los Angeles investments. Maybe a few years back, I sent my first wife's entire inheritance into Evan Almighty. It was years ago.
Great move.
But this Odell, oh, New York, you know him well. This Odell, this is my kind of guy. We're practically brothers. He's now 2 times divorced. He's rich. He's got artificial hair. Both of our dads decide who we should work for. And just when you think we've turned over a new leaf, we make a ring disappear. That's right. Exactly right. That man knows how to get rich. I love you, sir.
Trent.
I'm going to make you a multimillionaire.
No umbrella, because he's smart.
No umbrella, because he's tough.
That's it.
Odell makes rings disappear on the field. I do it in my hot yoga class. And I like that he broke up with Baker. Neither one of us belongs with a 6. Now. Does Odell make me nervous? Well, was I nervous when Ashley Madison got hacked? Hell yes, I was. Is Odell a risk? Well, was it a risk when I paid my wedding DJ $5,000 to play Ignition remix for our first dance? Yes, but I did it. I look in Tinseltown turns. The Rams are a bunch of super famous past their prime people trying to act all quirky. It's like a friggin' Wes Anderson flick. But don't tell me Odell's not gonna fit in LA. It's Hollywood, baby. We got a skinny blonde talent from the South whose daddy is already a filmmaker. I'm in.
Let's go. Last one.
I love you, New York City.
We do love New York City. It's alive. It's raining on me. I don't know about these Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
But I'll tell you this.
Bear.
Here's my thoughts on the Chiefs. Mahomes, I know his family's very active on social media. So is mine. My little brother, Jagger.
I love Jagger.
Jagger goes to that bull down there.
Oh, yeah.
And does all the TikTok videos and does it on there. Well, and the thing is, everyone's like, it's disrespectful. But here's what it is. You got to just block it out.
You got to block it all out.
You got to block it out. I still think Mahomes can do it. My fiance, she also sometimes does some things, taunts at the other holiday party. She goes to a rival hedge fund.
Sure, you got to do it.
Yeah, but sometimes you just got to block it out and focus on the things that matter. And in this case, winning.
Winning.
Trent, that's what we do. Chiefs are going to be okay.
That's what we do.
Mahomes, tell your family, calm it down.
Calm it down. I got to do the BP. It's coming in. We're good. We're at 220 over 160, so we're down. It's the breathing. That's what my doctor's telling me to do. And how many times do I have to tell you people at home? I love Mahomes more than I love my homes. At least I did. What the hell happened to this team? All of a sudden, they looked like my first wife, and she looked like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But not the Chiefs, Jared. This was our team. This was our whale. The Chiefs paid off my son's seeker and my son's teacher, and now Mahomes has more bad picks than Ben Affleck with a Sig and a Duncan. Yeah. They're still KC. They still got Kelsey. The only Casey and Kelsey's in my life are the bottle girls at Tao, and they won't help me score either. Andy Reid. I've seen more compelling reads in the fine print legalese of my webcam contract. Where are the Chiefs' points? New York, where are the points? They're making less points than I did when I Skyped into my last custody hearing in the middle of an absinthe bender. What are we going to do with this team? I wish I could hook them up with some of my own special brand of homeopathic ivermectin, baby. Never mind defense. Let's deworm these guys. Rogan for life. But first, lunch. Lugers, I'm out of here.
We're going to Peter Luger's. They don't take credit cards. They only take cash. It's pouring rain, and let it rain on me. Wall Streeters, let's go.
Lugers! Come on, New York City!
Top 5 Fridays coming up. Stay with us. Jared, Trent, Kay, and Nick Mangold.
You only get one first bite of the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich, so you better make it the best one, which is this one here. Oh, but it's also this one. Oh, but this one's a good-looking bite, too. Try the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich today for just $3.99. It's finger-licking good.
Work attire has changed forever. That's why we created an elevated tee to keep you stylish and comfortable throughout your busy day. Cuts, we're the only shirt worth wearing.
Families affected by disasters urgently need support. Help the American Red Cross provide help and hope to those affected by disasters, big and small. Please donate to Red Cross Disaster Relief.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here. I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Are you ready for football? Friday nights. Game Day View breaks down every matchup.
When he's wheeling and dealing it, it looks beautiful. That defense is just nasty. He's the guy that brings it all together. Touchdown!
NFL Game Day View. Tonight at 8 on NFL Network.
Yo, Nate, I'm ready to turn these highlights into Slime Live. Join hosts Nate Burleson and Young Dylan in the studio. Tackle everything on and off the football field.
That's actually really sick.
NFL Slime Time. Wednesdays at 7/6 Central on Nickelodeon.
We're all here for football.
Best in the league right now. He was awesome.
About to have some fun tonight. We're talking about those epic matchups.
That's what I can't wait to see.
Unbelievable. And instant classics.
One of the best football games anyone had ever seen.
One punch after another. We're here for the Thursday night throwdowns.
What they're doing is really incredible.
He's got his man. Touchdown.
You gotta be physical.
That's how we do it. Sunday morning breakdowns.
They are unstoppable. I pray for these moments.
And all the inside lowdown.
I still get chills thinking about it.
I got to sit down with Meek Mill.
Your team.
We got the whole city behind it. Play after play after play.
Our team.
This is such an exciting time for a fan.
I'm fired up about that one.
Every team.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Let's go!
If it happens in this league,
Football is back in London.
we're all here for it.
Wait till you see this.
What a magnificent ending! NFL Network. We're here for football.
What's up, everybody? I'm Will Sullivan. How do you follow up Wall Streeters? Naturally, you do a news update. That's what you do. And you know what they're singing in their Carolinas? Reunited, because it feels so good. That's because in a surprise move, Cam Newton returning to the Panthers. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport is reporting it's a one-year deal worth up to $10 million. Head coach Matt Rule telling reporters Thursday that he called Newton earlier in the week to see if he was interested in returning to the Panthers, and Cam's response was an emphatic yes. Rule also saying Newton is healthy again, which played a big part in his return. Cowboys defensive end Randy Gregory placed on injured reserve after injuring his calf in practice on Wednesday. It's another blow to the Dallas pass rush as DeMarcus Lawrence has been sidelined since injuring his foot in Week 1. Gregory tied with Micah Parsons for the team lead in sacks. Odell Beckham Jr. hoping to have a Hollywood ending to his career as he signs with the Rams. OBJ, the latest high-profile name to join the Rams, Von Miller being the other. The rich certainly getting richer as Los Angeles continues to stockpile talent, something quarterback Matthew Stafford wasn't used to before joining the Rams.
Didn't happen a whole lot of times when I was in Detroit. Either free agents wanting to come there or, big trades happening, probably on the the other end of the spectrum, probably a little bit more, trading guys away. But it's fun. I know as a player, the more talented players you can, accumulate, theoretically the better. So we're excited to have both Vaughn, Odell, a bunch of guys that we've, picked up through either free agency or the trade. And it's on us as players to wrap our arms around them, bring them in, show them how we do it, and bring them along as quickly as we can.
There is a lot of pressure on that man to try to make everyone happy in that offense, including Odell Beckham Jr. And as Nick had mentioned on the program, Kay, they are the favorite to be talked about, which was very succinct and well put.
That's a good line.
From our guest
Are they
host.
the favorite? They're the favorite to be talked about from Nick Mangold there. And yeah, the pressure of the world is on the shoulders of one Matthew Stafford. Good luck making everyone in that offense happy. You make me happy, Will. And so does Top 5 Friday. That's right. Happy Friday, people. It's time to give you the 5 best fantasy football values. These are the plays I think will help you get you over the edge in Week 10. There's some bye weeks. We hate them. Trade deadlines coming up. So let's start at quarterback. Carson Wentz. I had him on my waiver list. I'm doubling down over the last 4 weeks. Carson is the second highest scoring quarterback in the whole league. He's coming off a brilliant performance against the Jets. I think he keeps rolling this week against the Jags. Their defense has been top 10 most generous. They're in the holiday spirit already to the quarterback spot this year. Next up, Jets running back Michael Carter. There's two Michael Carters to talk about the stud running back. The rookie, I know the matchup is rough against the Bills, at least it looks like it is, but he has proven that he will be a factor, win or lose, because of what he can do in the passing game. Over the last 3 weeks, he's averaged 110 total yards a game. What more are you looking for? Get him in your lineup. He has seen 8.3 targets per game in that time as well. If you have him, get him in your lineup. All right, week 10, here we go. Raiders receiver Hunter Renfrow. I also really like Derek Carr this week. Renfrow's been the #1 target in this depleted receiving core over the last 2 weeks, racking up 17 targets over that span and posting double-digit fantasy points in each of those 2 games. So I think he has to be in your lineup. He's got the Chiefs secondary. Will they improve? Hopefully. They looked a little bit better, but I still think they're very exploitable and a great matchup for Hunter Renfrow. Another receiver for you, Emmanuel Sanders. He's put up double-digit points now in 5 of his last 6 games. He's on track for his first 1,000-yard season since way back in 2016, and he's facing a Jet secondary that is really banged up. He's an oldie but a goodie, and he's ranked as a wide receiver 4. I think that's disrespectful. I think people are sleeping on him in daily. I'm absolutely expecting Emmanuel Sanders to have a big performance this weekend. And finally, at tight end, Dalton Schultz. I don't think anyone expected him to be 3rd on the Cowboys in targets going into this year, which is sort of wild. But he's been heavily involved in the offense week after week. They like to put up points, and he has racked up double-digit points, by the way, fantasy-wise, in 6 of his 7 games with Dak Prescott this season. I feel like at the tight end spot, maybe you'll get 50 yards, maybe you'll get a touchdown, one or the other, but to perform on a consistent basis is really unusual and doesn't happen. And that's what Dalton Schultz is doing. I think you have to put him in against this Falcons defense. All right, taking a look at our full list now. This is my top 5 values for week 10, my gift from me to you. Last week, not the best week, but I think we're going to get it going here. Michael Carter, a brilliant play, tough matchup. You're definitely, zigging when daily fantasy players are zagging, trying to avoid that Bills matchup. Hunter Renfrow, Emmanuel Sanders, Dalton Schultz, and then Carson Wentz as my quarterback. I do like sneaky Derek Carr, though. And no, there are no offensive linemen that I drafted because there's no such thing as offensive linemen in fantasy football, though you maybe want it to be that way.
No, I'm still off that.
PPP, point per pancake.
Point per pancake. It's very difficult to judge. I don't. It's not as easy
tangible?
as like. You can't say like, oh well, he pushed him over, but he also tripped. So it's like.
Yeah, but we're still going with the offensive line red zone.
Oh yeah.
Do we have a name for that?
I've got a couple on Twitter. We're coming to Trench Zone.
Trench Zone
is probably my favorite one that came to me.
The name.
Like, that's awesome. That was a great call. It would be so much fun.
Give me this last pitch. So you would want a pylon cam or like in the trench.
I want a camera specifically for the trenches, maybe a little elevated right above the goalpost, looking right down backsides of the guys, seeing what's going on. Watching the plays happen.
Yeah, so Brandon Cook's 90-yard touchdown reception. That's not even like on TV. We don't care about that.
Nope, don't even.
No, we don't care. Like Brady's throwing to Mike Evans, the best catch of his lifetime. Circus contorted catch. Brandon Lloyd-esque, and we don't care. We want trench.
You had no idea it happened.
All right, that's it. Nick Mangold, more. We got highlights coming up. Tua Tagovailoa stepped in and delivered big. What does it mean for them next? Oh, squeegee.
Magic is calling you to the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary celebration.
I spent months looking for a job. I got nowhere. This helped me deal with that frustration. Things changed when I tried ZipRecruiter because it works like a free personal recruiter. ZipRecruiter sent me great jobs. I applied with a click. Some companies even invited me to apply. I started a new job last week. This still helps.
Go to ZipRecruiter.com and put ZipRecruiter to work for you.
And Doug.
Got a couple of bullies on your 6th limo. They need customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need. What do you say we see what this bird can do?
We are not getting you a helicopter.
Looks like we're walking, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes.
As someone with hearing loss, I know what a confusing and frustrating experience getting hearing aids can be. That's why I founded Lively. High-quality hearing aids with all of the features you need and none of the hassle. Lively offers Bluetooth-connected, FDA-approved hearing aids delivered to your door, sold at a fraction of the price, with direct access to an audiologist whenever you need it. Better hearing has never been this easy.
And we're taking $100 off all Lively hearing aid purchases. Visit listenlively.com/TV.
If Damian Lillard let 6 all-star selections go to his head, he never would have had the heart to give back to the streets that shaped him. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a Lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit. On the next NFL 360, how the memory of his sister is driving Solomon Thomas to tackle a profound mental health crisis.
It's not something you can just fight through. It's okay to get help.
NFL 360, Tuesday at 8 on NFL Network.
Sing along, put the volume up to 10. Let your neighbors hear the song. It's from me to you. That's what I'm talking about. Sing it, we gon' turn it.
Go to NFLshop.com for a special offer.
With NFL Game Pass, you can see every snap from every game.
There he goes!
And watch your team on your time.
Touchdown!
Get football on your terms with NFL Game Pass. Now for just $9.99 a month.
Man, so many headlines to get to on today's show. 2 NFL absolute superstars on new teams. Cam Newton returns to the Panthers. Odell Beckham Jr. joins Von Miller and the Rams. They are loaded. We'll break it down all morning long right here on Good Morning Football. We're presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. We're live in New York. It's November 12th. My name is Kay Adams. We've got Nick Mangold hanging out with us for one fun hour. Yes, excited to have you. And Flotsam and Jetsam returned from the great outdoors. How was it?
Yeah, I went down out there. There's a lot of noise out there. These 2 idiots from Wall Street. That's why my hair is what I got rained on. I was trying to tell them to calm down. Jared and Trent were on one. Trent told me, tell Kay I'll holla. I'm like, what are you talking about? Trent, get out of here. I thought it was disrespectful. But it was wild out there.
Strange. These guys are
strange.
Not my type of people.
Am I going to be mad when I go outside and see the weather?
Yeah,
it's rough.
Great.
Rough.
Well, wasn't like that in South Beach, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
I bet Trent and Jared know something about Miami.
I'm sure they've been
I bet they do. One time they even checked in from the beach before the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah?
There was all kinds of Pilates and all sorts of P90X going on.